Sorry, I just had to record. I'm like, oh yeah, people want to see this.
There we go. True.
So you did all that, went across the country. So what was that like meeting someone? Well, I can kind of, that must have been pretty rad. Must have been more weird for her as a girl meeting up with some guy to go across the country. But like, what was that like for you?
It was like a day in the life.
All right.
Like that's the kind of stuff that I live for. She was also
Yeah, I know you do, but
well, no, like, so she was sort of inside the friend circle, so like we just never met each other, but we did have a couple mutual friends. That's how I saw the random Facebook post asking for a second driver.
Mm.
And then she just asked a couple of those mutual friends, and I'm like, yeah, it's Evan.
Yeah.
So you knew this person. It's not like you had like a free candy sign on the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just never heard of each other before, kind of deal. But like in the friend group, I guess.
Well, that's a little safer, I guess. Yeah.
Less creepy, is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
It was good enough for me, is all it is. So like, it was good.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever watched this. Like, there's like this documentary about this guy that just hitchhikes across. I think it was the States or Canada. He's trying to go down to California, and he's like, I don't have anything in my backpack, or he had just a backpack. He's like, I'm just gonna live off of the generosity of people. Do you know what I'm talking about? This documentary?
No.
It was a couple years ago, and so basically this guy's like, I'm just gonna live off. I'm gonna see if I can survive off the generosity of people for the next 2 weeks and make it down to like wherever he was gonna make it. And it was like a very compelling story, and he documented the whole thing, and it was like a whole documentary. I feel like you could do that, and it would be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. That would be a lot of fun.
But he had some hard times too. There'd be sometimes he would just be like laying there like in a bar with his head on a table and being like, I just want a banana or some grapefruit. And like this guy stumbles over, hey, you need a place to stay?
Oh, that's not where I thought that was going. I thought you were like, oh, I got a banana for you.
No.
You gotta peel it first.
No. No, it was, I don't know. Anyway, enough about my ramblings about this documentary. I just thought it was interesting. It had some, So, you guys went across Canada from Ontario to BC?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ontario is huge.
Yeah. Did you go up Ontario, or did you just go?
It's vast.
Yeah.
We went up.
Man, that's a lot of road.
It's a lot. Have you done it before?
The farthest I've been is North Bay. That far north, up towards like the one thing I can remember is we were going up
Elliott Lake?
No, way past that.
Past Elliott?
Yeah, way past that. Pretty far north. Like on the Trans-Canada Highway, like the farthest north you can kind of go with that kind of like destination, but yeah.
Okay.
Like 10 hours, 12 hours up north kind of thing.
Yep. It gets spooky up there when you're like, when I drove up the second time by myself, like you feel it. You know what I mean? You're like, I am far.
Yeah, you're really up there. Yeah, it's kind of yeah. So what? So you went there the first time just for a road trip because you need a second driver? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh. He's not working. You're just like, what's up? Let's go do it.
I always wanted to do it, so I was like, no time like the present,
Yeah.
How long of a drive was it?
The full thing.
We took about a week.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
So
piss jugs.
What anything crazy happened on the way over there, or what? The first time?
The first time, no, nothing really crazy happened at all. I guess the craziest thing is that she went to go visit one of her exes in Canmore, Alberta, and then just gave me the keys to her car the same week that she knew me. And I went to go to Lake Louise and check out that in Lake Moraine.
Yeah. Oh, Lake Louise is something. That's.
Was it a lake?
It's like one of the most beautiful things in Canada, I think. I would say.
Really?
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mine is my wife.
It was like really surreal when I showed up there, and I was like, "Wow, this is what I see on my phone all the time, and now I'm actually here."
Yeah.
You always wonder when you see those places. It's like Discover Ontario. It's like
That's
these
Alberta.
beautiful things. It's
That's
like
Alberta.
that ain't where I live.
Well, actually, like there's some cool things in Ontario. You just gotta kind of drive
There are.
around. Like if you go up to like Tobermory, like have you been to the grotto in Tobermory? Yeah, you've been there. So if
Yeah.
you go up, oh my gosh, like just like seeing like there's like this incredible grotto, like
In Tobermory?
yeah. You should go there and go hiking for the day. It's
Okay.
pretty rad. Watch out for snakes though. I saw a giant black rattler.
Black Rattler.
I did.
Okay.
Anyway, what the hell's wrong with you?
A black rattler.
Yeah, it's rat. It's a giant. It's called a. It's like a northern rattler. That's what it's called. Don't you know what that is?
No.
Oh my God! Look it
I've heard
up.
of a Mississauga rattler.
No, this is a northern rattler. It's a big black
Norman
snake.
Rattler.
Look it up. You know what I'm
Looking it
talking about? You know what I'm saying? Have you seen this?
Please
No.
tell me he's full of shit. See, even he's like, I don't fucking know what he's talking
Well,
about.
it's a big black snake. That's a rattlesnake
Sure.
that is indigenous to northern Ontario.
You just wanted to use the word indigenous, didn't you?
It's a proper term.
Black. I'm afraid to Google this black North snake and what's going to pop up on my Google.
It's the northern rattler, and it was black.
This is Carolina. Northern black. Oh, racer. Sorry.
He's not looking the same thing up. Anyway, while Tweedledee over here is looking it up. So yeah, 2 years we've talked, and so you've moved now. So the second trip, okay, fill us in a little bit now. So the second trip, you're like, okay, I've already been there, and like you're just done with Hamilton, or what's up? I don't know. You don't have to get into like personal details, but like.
No, I'm open to
Okay.
that. But basically, once I saw the mountains, I was like, this already feels like good. Feels like home. It was always like a dream as a kid. And then when I did come back home to Hamilton, I just missed the scenery. Like like everything that I was doing, that I basically the vision for what I wanted for myself, like the landscaping company and everything. Like I was getting the contracts and stuff that I needed, but like at the end of the day, driving home and not seeing mountains, I was like, that's really missing. And I just need to be near water, near the ocean. Like it feels different over here, being the mountains and like more adventure. I saw a lot of like the same old, but in my heart, I was like, it's time to move. Like I wasn't like F Hamilton, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Because I do still love Hamilton. It's just this is the next step for me. And when it calls you, you listen. Like you just got to move to the next step. So this was it.
Wow, man, that's pretty brave, and like it's a super expensive place to live, right?
I mean, it is a little bit different, but you look at the prices to Hamilton, and it's pretty similar with how.
Oh,
Hamilton,
really?
yeah. But and then when I saw it too, I was like, I'd rather be near the ocean regardless. And the way that I've been looking at it is like it's an investment in self. Just because of what out here offers compared to over there. And I'd rather be more in like the abundance, be like, yeah, you know, it's a bit more, but don't even think about it because like if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And you just got to get into that mindset and just
man. That's pretty big undertaking. It's just like you know, how long? So when you came back home, what was that period? Like how long were you sitting in Hamilton being like, was it like a couple weeks? You're just like, nah, I gotta go.
Yeah, basically immediately as I got like and smelt the Toronto air off the airport, there was no sense of like feeling relief. Like I was even like my parents came to pick me up from the airport and like it was good to see them, but like even on that car ride home, they knew and I knew in the conversation that like that was the place I wanted to be. And and then I just had to take care of my lease back at home, and that was a fun set of events too. Yeah, it was just like get my stuff organized and figure out a game plan and then just head out. And there we did it.
So what did you have to do lease wise in Hamilton? What did you have to like, you were just like, you had like a couple months left kind of thing or what?
Yeah, I had to go until April was the contract. I was down to leave before then, but I wanted it to warm up a little bit before heading out. Because like the winter flew by for me. And yeah, once we did get to April, I wanted to save up a little bit more too. And my work season starts in April as well. So that's when I'd start actually saving because I was on EI at the time, which allowed me to be on that road trip. So I just want to pack away some funds. And then come July is when that was my last month. and then just headed out for August. But the landlord found every way he could to try to get me out because he did not like the ice baths and stuff. That threw him off. And
What?
he eventually knocked on my door and told me that his mom passed away, and that he was going to he wanted to move into my apartment so that he could be closer to his dad and be around for the funeral and stuff. But he was being shady about it because this wasn't the first time he's tried to evict me. Like, he was like giving me shifty eyes and everything. And this is really weird that this is even a conversation. But you know, I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'll get out of the house. Cool. You know, rest in peace to your mom. And I left my internet running so that like they'd give me a phone call if we had to like disconnect it. And he never moved into the apartment to like change it. Stuff. And that was really weird, but it got me out here. He gave me 3 months free rent as an exchange.
Okay, that was an alright deal. That's all right.
Yeah, but it's like, don't lie about your mom passing away to get it. But sure, you know. But thank you.
So why was he so opposed to the ice baths? Now I was going to mention this. I have noticed a bit of a lifestyle change with you, man. You seem a little bit more. I think you've always been an interesting cat for sure. But like I've noticed a lot more yoga, a lot more ice baths. Like I saw you like sitting in like a cold ass river and stuff. So I'm like what's going on? Why like
He's really, really hot.
you're just like you did a little bit of like you're doing some like you were saying even that when you mentioned moving over there for yourself as like a self-motivating, like a self-nurturing kind of idea. What's with this kind of like new thinking going on?
It was
I dig it. That's all I'm saying as well.
Oh, beauty. It was evolving from January that same year that I was about to move out. I met this guy at this house party that never aired on the show. I got invited to this house party that no one actually invited me except one person said it was happening. It was like a Toronto Airbnb thing. And there was some people there that I don't even know if this story is necessary, but there was a guy I met there and he was a breathwork facilitator and an ice bath guy. And so I started doing some work with him. And we did a couple episodes together. And then that was just like, it was really great on the mental and the body. And I was like, whoa, this is sick. I noticed a difference in my life through doing that. And then I just like found more ways to pursue that. And then BC kind of like opened up more avenues to keep it going. And it's been nice. The biggest feature about the ice bath is if you have like any sore muscles, you just go in the ice bath for a minute, 2 minutes, whatever. And like you come out and you feel like you're in a brand new body. And it's like, And then you get like this huge adrenaline rush and you're also super grounded. And there's a bunch of health benefits that you guys can look into too. And it's like, I don't know, it's just something to get into. Plus it's weird and it's a nice like boost to your day.
We used to do it as a kid. We didn't even know it.
Yeah, I know.
Eh?
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Well, we only did it at the end of like at the beginning of winter though. It wasn't like we did it all like we did like when the pool got really cold and we go from the pool to the hot tub kind of thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but
what are you talking about? The winter?
Well, I'm not saying we never did it in the winter. I'm just saying it was like the beginning of winter.
We'll be right back after this message.
No, I'm just saying like in the summertime we would jump and do it, but it's not the same thing as jumping in a cold bath.
I was making a joke.
Oh. Okay, we did it.
We were doing the same thing. It's not even fucking close.
No, it's not. That's what I was trying to say to you. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? So
back to you, Johnny.
I know. Like I've read a lot of Wim Hof stuff, and I've like looked into him, and so I try. This is like the biggest feat for me is like at the end of my showers, I do like 10 seconds of cold water. I'll turn it on cold.
Is that called turning the tap off?
No, no. I'll turn it on. I'll like finish my shower. I'll turn it all the way to cold, and I'll step back, wait for it to like get really cold, and I'll like jump in it, and I'll do like 10 spins. So like 1, 2, and then like, but I can barely make it past 5 seconds. So this 2-minute stuff, that's crazy.
Did you smell that?
That's crazy.
Once you get out of your head and you focus on the breath, that's when you like once your body gets a breakthrough, everything becomes a lot easier. But it's getting through the first up until the breakthrough. And to do that, you just like control your breathing in the nose, out the mouth, full inhales, half exhales, and then just like focus yourself. And even through doing that too has helped me even more through my jiu-jitsu. of just like learning how to calm your body and just like overall in life in general, like just being able to tap into that. It just helps a lot.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What? So, but back to your landlord. Why was he freaked out by it? Did you have like a big bathtub in your house or something, or?
No, I put it in the backyard and it looked bad to the neighbors, and he wanted to keep up his appeal visually.
Aesthetics. Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be like your apartment has used significantly less hot water. We're not happy about it.
Exactly. No, it was none of that. And I like moved it, but I don't know. He just didn't like it, and I was like, "That's not really a good reason. You're never here." And the neighbors were cool with it too. And yeah, I'm only out there for about 5 minutes at a time, anyways. If it looks weird, and it just sits there and freezes. And then once the winter is over, which no one's really outside in their backyards hanging out, anyways. Like I was getting rid of it for the spring, and I told them that, you know.
What was it? One of those like old timey bathtubs, or what we're using?
I picked up a nice bathtub on Marketplace.
Like the ones that look like feet from animals? Is that like one of those?
Yeah, like not exactly
Nice.
like that, but it was like a full size tub. It fit in the back of the truck, and it was a good time.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you could have put some flowers around it, made it look nice.
Yeah, no. See, the thing is, it did look all right. You know,
Like, see, I'm watering them. Splash a little bit on the outside.
He probably just thought it was like he probably didn't understand what it was, and that's why he was just like, "What are these weird people doing? Having a bath?
You need
in
to
the
cross over the
backyard?"
anger bridge and come to the friendship shower.
Yeah, he probably just what a weird. Oh, yeah, he had no idea probably what it was. It's just being a weirdo.
Yeah, I was telling him about it too, and he said that he knew about the Wim Hof stuff, but he just said it doesn't fly in this neighborhood, sort of deal. And I was like, all right. That was
All
like,
right.
I'm not moving it for that reason.
I'm gonna keep doing it. And I know you're not afraid to do some pretty risky stuff anyway, but oh man. So after that, so you moved on your own. Is that true by yourself to BC?
So okay, no, I did bring one of my good friends,
Okay.
Shyla, and we just chilled that whole way. I'm trying to remember where I was alone, where I was like, I think that was just maybe a thought that I had if she didn't go with me, and being that far up, like 20 hours to Toronto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're that far up north, and then yeah, I think that was just. But no, I went with her, and it was great.
Man, that's a trip. Anything interesting? Was it pretty straight shooting, no flat tires? It's like everything was pretty all right.
Yeah, everything was awesome. The car was so weighed down. I'm on an air suspension, so it's kind of like a bus, right? How the bus lifts up and comes down. It's not hydraulics, but when I had all my luggage in the car with the bags filled up with air to like lift the car up all the way, my car was still almost touching the ground. So I thought I might have popped a bag at some point across country. Like I thought I would have popped a bag, but I didn't. There was no flat tires, no nothing. It was like steady. The only thing that blipped was in Sault Ste. Marie. There is an American Sault Ste. Marie, and I booked a hotel at the American Sault Ste. Marie by accident. It was the person on the phone that made that error. So first night we had nowhere to sleep, so I slept upright in the driver and passenger seat for like 2 or 3 hours, and continued on to Winnipeg to an Airbnb there.
My God.
Well, at least you'd have a place to take a bath because you'd have the bathtub with you, right?
Oh yeah, just bring the bathtub with me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't bring the bath. I only brought the wagon. Shyla was there to bring the truck, but then the truck needed the rear diff fully rebuilt, so I left it. It's still in Hamilton right now, and I'm selling that to the previous owner, and we're settling that up this weekend, hopefully.
Nice.
So yeah, so no bathtub was brought, but I did hop in Lake Superior. Like I made a point of slapping all the bodies of water. We stopped as many places as we could, and just like tried different things, or just did some sightseeing. It took us about 8 days, 9 days to drive across, and just really soaked it in, and had a nap at Lake Louise and Lake Moraine. Like we went hiking off trail, and then just like found a cozy spot in the mountain, and then just napped, which was fun. And then I don't know, just eating and cooking and chilling.
Man, that's a total adventure. Holy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
gotta feel very refreshing and like very freeing almost. Like just be like, you know what? I'm just doing my own thing and like just you're literally like out in the wilderness and enjoying a journey to like just new. That sounds amazing, man. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, that's all it's been since I've been out here, to be honest. It's like
Wow.
been really cool. Like it's been a plethora of things, but when you want nature, you get lots of it.
Hmm.
So
See a lot of deer, or moose on the road.
no, I saw 3 black bears the other day.
You can't call them black.
I saw some
No?
bears
No?
that were
Okay.
furry.
Some bears of a certain color.
Yes. Saw some bears. And that was really
Call them
neat.
black
There
bears.
has been some deer. I've not seen any mooses or meese.
I think it's just moose.
No, I like mooses. He was right.
The plural for moose, I
He
think.
fucking does polar plunges. You can call him whatever the
Yeah,
fuck he
he
wants.
can, yeah. I get it.
Mooses and meese.
Yes.
Yeah.
And no, that part's been pretty chill. There's been coyotes. Some people were having a picnic at 2 a.m. in Stanley Park and got attacked by coyotes.
They're big. They get fucking big.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Now define attacked. Were they just like they came up
Yeah.
to them and sniffed them?
No, they got bit. They got
Oh, yep. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
an attack.
Like
Yeah,
stitches and like blood and
yeah. They didn't just get looked at and sniffed at. They went for blood.
It was a taste.
whoa. Wow.
They're big,
That's
man.
pretty rare though. Most of the time they attack small animals, not people.
Yeah, it was strange. So it did change up some attitudes for the joggers going through in the early morning and late hours in Stanley. But
Holy
They can be the
moly.
size of like a large German Shepherd. We have one in Woodstock right now. It is huge. It's bigger than a German Shepherd, and it fucked up a deer on the road. We went out. We were driving down the road.
So it caught a deer?
Yeah, it got the
Oh.
back end of it, and it ripped its intestines out. Like it was like dinner, and it
You
got
think-
it like halfway. And hang on. So then we're driving across the road, and all of a sudden it looked like a red bag of milk was all over the road. I'm like, that's a
Wow.
lot of transmission fluid. And I got out to have a look at it. And I'm like, that ain't transmission fluid. So everybody else was driving by, and I text them all. I'm like, I hope I'm not tripping, but I see blood all over this road. I'm like, I'm pretty tired today, but I hope this is blood. They're like, yeah, we saw it too. We didn't want to say anything. I'm like, oh, thank God. But yeah, that
Oh
thing
my
was
God.
fucked up.
Oh my.
If they can get there, yeah, it's a large dog size, like huge.
But they attack in packs though. It wouldn't. You would.
Mm,
The big one probably took it down, but then like the rest of them kind of rip it up though.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I've never heard of a coyote attacking someone. I've heard of dogs
Dog.
and stuff around here.
Yeah,
like,
and cats.
in, like,
They
KW,
they
but,
fuck
like,
up dogs and cats.
Wow,
yeah, yep,
that's a
They
little
went for
nerve wracking.
they were hungry.
What about like mountain lions? Do they have them out there?
They might have them out here. I don't see why they wouldn't. You can
I
check.
heard we had a couple out here. But maybe there was just a cougar joke that I heard. I don't know.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Could be.
I did want to ask a question. So I think this was a video maybe when you were doing your first visit. You were trying to take a shower in this house, and the guy kept following you, and you're just like, I can't take a shower on the video camera. You're like, I can't take one because he's following me. I think he's gonna catch. So what was up with that? Like you found like these like mansions for sale, or what was going on there?
Okay, so I'm doing rich person shower reviews, and so I'll go. Like I don't usually plan my episodes, but
I
these
know.
go online and I find like the most expensive house that I can see, and then I'll just go to that one for the open house hours. And this one, like, regardless if the person follows me or not, the main issue with that video was I forgot my towel.
Oh.
In general, and I was like, I don't want to like disrespect the house and go through soaking wet, you know. So it was like, you know what, this was like a good dry run, but I'll still post it. And then I realized that Vancouver is pretty small, so I want to get a couple filmed before I start releasing them, so then they don't
Wait.
try to kibosh when they see me.
So your only issue, okay, hang on. Your only issue was that he was following you. Your only issue wasn't that you didn't have a towel so you could dry off.
Yeah.
you're just gonna go in. Hey, I was gonna try the shower off and just like drop trow in front of the guy, like just.
Well, no, the goal is for my own legality is to get him on camera giving consent that I can use the bathroom.
Okay.
And then once I get permission to use the bathroom, you just delete the societal norms. Like no one said you couldn't use the shower.
Yeah.
Are you bringing your own shower gel or using theirs?
That could be incorporated in the review.
Okay.
Oh my God.
See, because then you could turn it into a whole reviewing of like, let's see if everybody still has the same product. Like, hey, look, another one that has Dove.
Yeah, and like, who was you to say, like, if you weren't gonna buy it or not? Like, you're just like, hey, I'm just testing the waters, bro.
Exactly. I have a lot of ideas for the real estate market. I'm really excited to do that.
So I know you don't like to give up, but like, do you have stuff filmed and ready to come out so far with like showers?
Not yet, but soon.
Okay.
Because I've been working on a bunch of other stuff in the meantime.
Mhm.
And a lot of the camera guys weren't down for that kind of uncomfort level.
Okay.
But I found my OG filmer that came out. He initially was in Vancouver and then came to Hamilton. There was a couple episodes with him for like the Burrito Christmas special or whatever. And then he moved back out to Vancouver. And then I came out to Vancouver and then we like connected again. So now we're back at it and we're just getting we're pushing our own bars and taking it way more seriously now, which I'm very excited for.
Man, that's exciting to hear.
Yeah. So there's just been a lot of growth. For every time we go do an episode, we learn something, whether I learn something about myself or with the people I'm with or just anything. So like the Evan show started on personal growth and just me being more comfortable in front of the camera. So there's life lessons every single episode. So sometimes we'll film something and then we'll finish the piece with like something totally different and just learning something about ourselves and how we can like create better or just stuff for like I don't know. It turns into like its own church service.
man, I've always admired that about you. Like as a watcher who watches your videos, when you go to do something, I'm even sitting back holding my hand over my mouth going like, oh my God. Like I remember the first time I saw you trying to get in, I think it was Club Phoenix or no, the Mod Club.
Fiddler.
Yeah. And you got in, and I even sometimes I still think about that. I'm just like, he showed that guy that pass. The guy just let him in. And then there's like, yep, come on in. And then the only thing that gave you up was the light on the camera when you were inside. They're like, hey, what are you doing? That was you were in. Like you already did it, but like you were just like, no, I'm still like most people go, okay, I'm in. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner, I'm gonna go grab a drink. No, you turn on the camera light, you get things going, and like it's just you just expect like, oh, they'll be fine with everything, not just me getting in, but just
you always got to push the envelope. You know?
I know. I admire that about you. It's pretty funny to watch, but as a person who's a fan, it's like you got to know like we're there with you, the emotion. Like I think I said that before last time we talked. Like the emotion, we're there. Like oh my God, I can't believe. Like he got it. Like what's like it's pretty cool. But it's got to be like 1,000 times more you doing it than like us watching it. So
I don't know what it is. Like I feel calm as a cucumber when that stuff happens. Like I feel like I expect it all to work out properly, you know? And that's kind of like the feeling going into all this stuff. It's like I already believe that backstage all these places for the most part. And I think the first time was the Mac DeMarco one. I think that was the first time we went backstage with the first time wearing the crew shirts and stuff. And I was really excited when we got in. And then after that, I just like what I'm learning a lot is all about mentality and the law of attraction and everything. And what we bring in is what our reality will be on the exterior. So and that's kind of like the fake it till you make it. So then when you just put that attitude on and you just conquer things and you just build up confidence and then you're just like, yeah, I'm getting in. I'm just going to show up and it's going to work and it's going to be great. And then I don't get as surprised. And then when I like watch the video or like come back home, I realize all that actually happened and it's like, holy crap.
Like I get nervous when I eat a grape at Zayre's. I couldn't imagine taking a shower at an open house.
It literally says an open house. Lawyers contacted me saying it's a great idea because I can't get in trouble for it. Because legally, it's open to the public, so I can film in there. I can do whatever.
Oh, no way. So you check that out, eh? Oh.
See, now the only... Sorry.
To me.
What?
They commented on my stuff. Like they emailed me. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, like this is hilarious. Keep doing it. And this is your legal advice. Keep going." It was like sick.
See, the only thing that I would say I would be worried about is like if you're videotaping and like they have their personal like home like their personal photos on the wall kind of thing.
No, they have to take them off, man.
I didn't think of that. I didn't
You
think
get
of that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and again that's
Gotta get a drink.
I can't be responsible for their lack of responsibility.
Right.
Want a water?
Sure.
But like if something was kind of not appropriate, I would like figure a way to censor it.
Right. Right. Man, that's nuts.
A lot of fun. So much fun.
Was there any bit of like culture shock from when you went up there? Like, is there anything that you were just kind of like not missing home about, but like, man, like I used to be able to like every 5 kilometers there was a Tim Hortons or.
Oh yeah, there's only been one thing and one thing only, and that was shawarma.
That's funny that you say that.
They only have one food truck out here dedicated to shawarma. They have like some shops, but I haven't gone to try them yet. But they're focused more on the donair out here, and that's not really my vibe. I didn't like it too much in the east. I think it's the sweet sauce that's what gets me. I don't really like sweet meat. I like savory.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
actually just tried shawarma for the first time tonight.
What?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was really good.
For the first time?
Yeah, never had it before.
God,
like
dude.
It was really good. I had a pork and I had a chicken and a beef one. It was really good.
Which one did you like better, the chicken or the beef?
Chicken.
Yeah.
I find I like the chicken more than myself.
I like the duck.
Man, you gotta try some chicken shawarma poutine.
Yeah?
Oh yeah,
It's like
that.
shawarma. Oh yeah.
It's really good. That's what's up.
Really good.
I don't really like pulled pork on poutine, so I don't know if I'd be down for that.
No. This is pulled shawarma chicken.
Okay, I'll try.
Try it, bro. And then they put like spice. You love it because it's spicy.
You're all bubbly about this.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I was having trouble like breathing there for a sec. I don't know.
I thought you'd left. I was like, I guess I'm hop on my back. We got this.
No, I had to go get a drink. What's going on? For some reason,
This episode is brought to you by Jeremy's Dry Throat.
No, I never get that. That's like the first time ever. That's so weird. You guys were talking about meat. What the hell are you guys talking about?
I asked him if he had like a culture shock, like when he went there. Is
Oh,
he
yeah.
was missing home about anything, and he was saying that shawarma. Is there good shawarma out there?
I haven't tried any yet. I've been focusing more on just eating a lot cleaner and just making my own food all the time and going to different markets. That's been a lot of fun. So like I rarely eat out now. There's this one really good poutine spot on Commercial Drive. I forget the name of it. I just know how to get there. And they have this one place called Red Burrito, and they ran out of red tortillas, and they've been out since the summer. And I want to do an episode on that.
I like
Because
me a
they're
red tortilla. They're good.
Yeah, if your whole company is called Red Burrito, and it's a red tortilla, and your feature item is the red burrito, and you don't have the wrap,
Change the name of the company to Out of Burritos.
they're acting like it's normal that they serve you with the regular style burrito. Like,
Are you gonna like go every day or like call every day? Hey, you got the red burritos yet?
it's the worst. I think what I might do is just do like little bits until they finally do something about it, and maybe just start like putting it online, being like, we need to contact the supplier and get them some integrity.
Go to the
Dude.
store and buy red burritos, and then just be like,
And then give
bring them in, and then just be like, use this.
Or Or you can make it like a surprise. Be like, I want you to make my burrito. Don't show me you're making it, but I want to know. Don't tell me if you got the red. I'll open it like it's like a
like
roll
Christmas.
up like
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, roll up the rim like, oh, did I get one? Oh no, it's like another day without a red burrito.
Throw it out if it's not the red one.
Throw it out. Son of a bitch. I ain't paying for it until it's red. So,
Yeah, there should be like a discount on it if it's not red.
yeah, at least like I think a good 5-10%. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to keep us updated on this. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah,
Like, I might even call them and be like, hey, so I'm from Cambridge, Ontario, and I heard that you guys are called Red Burrito, and I heard that you guys don't have red burritos. What's going on here?
I'm going to be filming tomorrow, so I will stop by and get it started.
Okay.
Get the wheels turning on that one.
Yeah, and then I don't know. that sounds like that's also something like I also like admire about you is like you come up with these creative ideas. Like remember I forget. Sorry, I'm not gonna phrase it properly, but it was stripper food. What? Remember he was like,
Yeah, the takeout.
sorry,
Yeah, the
what was it?
takeout,
What? How did you phrase it again? Sorry.
Strip club food reviews.
Yes, strip club food reviews.
Say that 10 times fast, eh?
He did. I love it also that the bouncer got involved with that one. Like, yeah, like.
Yeah, he was amazing. The first night I met him, he knocked out a guy inside the strip club, and threw him out by the throat. And and then he's just this big teddy bear. But what you guys didn't know is we got our contact info, and he was going to help me out with the real estate videos in Ontario.
Like he was gonna do what?
He was going to be like a bouncer for crashing open houses. We were going to dress him up in a bunny suit for Easter and do an Easter egg hunt and just start doing like I'm saying too much for this, but we had like a bunch of open house ideas and how we could have fun with it. Or just like start throwing parties at the house and he would be the bouncer. Or he would be like a guy that would be the middleman to talk to the agent while we walked through. Or,
oh my God.
Juicy one. I'll stop here. I'm not giving you a bunch of the ideas.
Okay.
But, he was going to. I want to lock myself in a room with a friend and see who can lock themselves in the room the longest in an open house. And he just like bounces.
Do you think like being out in BC now, like, do you find yourself being more creative like that out there now? Would you say?
Oh, I'm finding a lot more like flow. Like, so the thing, like being out here, I'm less inclined to edit because of how gorgeous it is out here all the time. Like I just want to like be part of what's going on out here. So it's been harder to do that, but the creativity has been flowing. Yes.
Can I give you one idea that I've been thinking of the entire time since we first started chatting with you today? Now take, like I say, tell me to zip it if it's a bad one, but I think you need to film your own episode of Alone, but your version of it, because I think it'd be hilarious.
Okay. So
do you know what that is?
I'll need to look it up, or you can tell me.
So it's like, so Alone is a show where people go out and they survive in the wilderness alone, and you have your own video, you have your own camera that you have to film all yourself. But I think it would be just so funny that like if the camera's moving around and you're supposed to be there filming it yourself, but yet the camera's moving around and you're doing stuff with your hands. And like, so it's like clearly somebody else is recording you, but you're like, oh, it sucks being here by myself. I wanted to reach out to them to the show and just be like, I have some good ideas for you guys. And then I was expecting to be like, don't ever fucking call us again.
And you can like bring like a certain amount of things, right? Like
yeah, you can. Things. Yeah, and it's the original show is like you're given so many items. So if you bring a bow and arrow, then you're bringing less with you. So you can't bring like a pot and you can't bring like fire starter. But like the larger items you bring, the less small stuff you can bring. So you're allowed to bring like fire starter and a pot and that, but you can't bring larger things like an axe,
a knife.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I will. I'll maybe do like a weekend and try to do a weekend alone. That would be fun.
Yeah, I just like I said, I thought about that. Like I was gonna write them and be like, that would be hilarious because it's like, oh, I'm here all by myself, and all of a sudden the camera just panning around. And he's like, you want to pass me that?
But yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking is like they should do a version of Alone, but in like I was gonna say in like a rural area, not like in a big city, but like in the middle of like suburb, like he just pitches a tent on this guy's front lawn.
Naked and afraid. Oh, you gotta do naked and afraid.
And then he like starts a no, you could get in trouble for starting a fire.
If you do a fake one with like a flashlight in the middle and then
oh yeah. No, we'd have to have a powwow about that one, but
do it in somebody's backyard.
Yeah, like just go like, hey, just go up. No, yeah, you knock on the person's door, and the like, hey, is it okay if I like camp out in your backyard
or at the open house? There you go, at the open house.
At the open house would be hilarious. In Vancouver, like that stuff kind of goes on.
Yeah, it's called like, squatting. Yeah.
So, that could be a thing. I feel like I would just like blend in.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, my neighbors do that with a guy right now. Oh dang it.
Anyways, these are your ideas. They're all yours. Is it just...
Yeah. I'm not doing it.
No, I ain't doing it.
So, can you give us a little bit of background? I know you were living in this one house before that you were like really stoked on, but then you guys had to like move out. What was up with that?
It was a very weird moment, but I'm glad I lived it. So my lease was ending that I knew about for the first place I moved out into by October, and I looked for a place. Wasn't able to find one because the housing market for finding rentals and stuff is a lot tougher out here, like because everyone, like all the tourists and stuff. But then this one girl slid in my DMs and she was like, I have the perfect place for you. Go check this place out. And I was like, sick. So then I go to the place. I meet the guy with my current roommates at the time, and we go meet the guy. He's this older gentleman. He's like in his 70s at least. And super chill. We're like, yeah, this feels good. Your house is awesome. And he was like, this was on Monday. He was like, all right, this sounds good. You guys are great. I'll do you guys a favor. It's last minute. I'll have stuff in writing for you by Friday. You can move in for the weekend, but I'm also going to be partying all weekend. He's in the film industry and pyrotechnics and stuff. So he was like, yeah, I'm going to be out in Squamish all weekend partying, but you guys can move in. So we're like, okay, sweet. So we follow up with him a couple times during the week before Friday, heard nothing. Then on Friday night, Saturday morning, one of the two, he gave us the code for the front door and said, like, move in. We're like, okay, sick. But like I said, we still need like that paperwork. And he didn't respond back. And then Sunday night, he starts threatening us with the police and stuff. He's like drunk and freaking out and saying, why would you guys move in? You guys screwed me over. You guys burned me, blah, blah, blah. And then he went quiet on us for a couple days. And we're like, and since we didn't have the keys to the house and it was just a code, we're like, is he going to like change the code on us? Is he going to send people in to get our stuff on his behalf? Like, what's going to happen? Like, we were just like sketched out. So we left one person to stay at home all the time to like guard the house for a little bit. And then what's weird is stuff starts showing up at the house and things would just be like dropped off inside the house, like, and whatever. And we're like, okay, this is weird. Like, we got to get out of here. And ultimately, yeah, we all just decided to up and leave before confirming with him that we were going to leave because we didn't know how he was going to respond, because near the end of the week, he was like, yeah, you two can stay, but Evan has to leave. I don't like Evan because I was the one that was pushing for paperwork.
Mm.
But I was being the voice because since I was the one who got the email and noted like his number first, that's why I was being the main contact with him. But the other roommates were like, no, this feels weird. We do want paper. So I just simply expressed that. But he decided to favor the other two guys. He was just a bit like weird up in the head.
Yeah.
And so then they played along with it that they would help get me out of the house. But in reality, we're all finding a place to live while he was in a good mood still, so we could like calm down and feel safer.
What?
And then we all just left, and then my buddies were like, "Yeah, we're just out. See you later. Thanks for a great weekend." And yeah, then I found this other place, and I stayed there for a bit, and that was cool. And we ended up splitting off. So then my two other roommates decided to go live upstairs at their workplace without telling their boss.
What?
And they lived there for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then they eventually found a place, and then. Yeah, it was cool.
So where were they working that they could like live above where they worked?
They're scuba divers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They worked at the same place together, and they were just chill. They like scuba dive all the time in the ocean.
Man, sounds like some.
So they lived on the boat?
It wasn't a boat. They had a shop
Okay.
over in Kitsilano.
Hmm.
So yeah, we just like all helped each other out, made it work, and then we still stay in touch, and we're just doing our thing. So it's a lot of fun.
So I have seen photos of the new place. It looks really amazing. Like, it looks beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I'm thankful for it. I didn't go from the North Van place to West Van. I went from the North Van place to Commercial in Hastings, which is super rough, and the floor was freezing there. And I stayed there for a couple months, and then I got into this place. But yeah, this place is a blessing.
Man. So I was gonna ask you, so what is kind of like funding the endeavors these days for you?
I'm still doing me. I'm still landscaping, and I'm about to land some landscaping contracts for my own gig.
There you
go. In Ontario, I have some friends. Like I had some clients back in Ontario still, so I'll take calls and get my buddies to go do the job on my behalf, and then I just deal with the client.
Oh,
shit! Look at you, CEO.
That's a lot of fun. And yeah, I've just been working on stuff and just finding more ways to make money. I'm starting up like circles. So I don't know if like this wasn't a thing in Ontario, but out here there's different circles, and it's like groups that get together. So I'm starting up my own. And it's going to be at the place here in the living room, and it's going to be a safe place for people to talk and open up, because everyone that is in our reality, in our close vicinity, is a reflection of us in some way or another, and we can learn a lot from the people that are in our reality. And it's just like tapping in and being present and just seeing what those lessons are. So I'm going to be hosting like some sound baths, breath work, and then a place to have fellowship on a weekly basis at my place, and have that come in. Then I have a lot of not a lot, but I have some entrepreneurial friends that want to collaborate with me, and we're getting those things going too, where it's like sound bath and massage in the forest, and we're gonna like host some retreats in the mountains, and then just like get the collective of people that want to go, and then just like facilitate for them and hold space for them. And so it's fun. We're doing different things, and then I'm getting into playing live events and just doing music again. I ordered a hand pan, and just tapping the music. I'm also getting into the singing bowls too. So I'm learning these guys, and that's helping with the sound baths. And I don't know, just all of it together. It's been beautiful out here, and there's so many like-minded people out here. And what I really like about the work is landscaping out here starts at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of like 6 or 7, like in Ontario. And it ends by like 3 or 4 o'clock every day. Like we don't work 10, 12-hour shifts.
What?
And about that, and we have like nights off to ourselves. So like it's been amazing. It's a lot confident. Like there's no stress, and they bump up the price per hour to facilitate the prices out here.
Man. What is? I want to know, what is that bowl? Is that the one where you run the hammer around the outside of it? Is it that one?
Give us a taste.
Oh, you smack it.
You can smack it, but then you can like rotate one.
The audio on this.
Oh, do you want to? I can flip the camera around for you. Can I flip the camera around?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know.
I don't know if I can. But
okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh. For our viewers, for our non-Patreon followers, we're getting a close encounter with third kind here.
Don't tell them. That's Evan singing. He has a wonderful voice.
Whoa.
It like reverberates so nice in here.
Yeah, wow. Man, you're just really just kind of, it sounds like you're really just like tapping into some pretty, like, even your vibe. Would you say, Ernie, I don't know the last time if you can remember hanging out with him, like, it just, you seem a lot more like calm,
chill,
and just like
not that you
focused.
weren't chill before.
No. But just like you seem more focused and you seem more just kind of like present and like, not that you weren't before. You just seem like a little bit, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I can just tell. It's right when we first started talking, you got something going on. That's
You just
like,
see, yeah, and you also seem very excited. Like, and it's very awesome to see that you've kind of found your path. And it seems
yeah,
like
good
this
for
is,
you, man.
yeah,
It's pretty
this
brave.
is definitely you. What you're doing is definitely you.
Yeah. So like, yeah. So you got the new place. You're working on like contacts with like for work and stuff, but the video content is like, is that the always going to be the end game for you? Do you think that like that's going to be something you can try to get out of YouTube, like some sort of like monetary, or do you just want to always make it like a hobby thing? Like what's your thinking on that?
I do want to make it monetary. It's that is the goal. That is the goal, to make money off of that. I'm just not putting a timeline on it, but I am going to take it seriously. I like the main thing is I want multiple streams. So if I get like one contract for landscaping and work that like for 4 hours a week, 4 to 6 hours a week, one day a week, maybe two, whatever, and then just like other things coming in on, because I enjoy working, I enjoy being outside, and it, like just being feels good with my body.
Mm-hmm. I think the
Are you covering up your mic with something?
hang on. I think
It sounds like you're.
I think after he played with those glass things, it affected his audio there for a sec.
Does this help?
A little bit. Talk really close and then slowly move it back. It could just be adjusting.
Yeah,
to
it
the
just
sound.
sounded like it was. It just
Okay.
sounds like you're on our old radio. Is what it sounded like.
Well, that's also a vibe too. But here we go. Hold on, I bring it up close.
That might yeah, a little bit.
I don't know.
Sometimes with the audio stuff, like it adjusts itself. It's like an auto adjust, but yeah, who knows?
Maybe
Anyway,
through the phone.
no big deal.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. It sounds like it's
I
better
think it's
now.
better, yeah.
Sorry, you were answering the question about, so that is always in the background, the idea that like you do want to like make that like a full-time gig.
Yeah, it's going to be a full-time gig. It's
Yeah.
going to be a full-time
It's going to be. Sorry, it's going to be.
Yeah. Like when I first started, I wasn't caring about followers and like taking it like it was serious, but I wasn't caring about the followers. I put my focus onto that. But now that is where I'm taking it, and just being more intentional about that and getting that going.
Yeah, man.
It's common. It's common. So I'm just getting grounded, organized, all the stuff, writing things out, and then tackling things on the weekend, editing during the week, and then just making sure I'm on top of the things that I still want to be on top of in between that.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you got your camera guy out there who's willing to take the risks and willing to like roll with the punches. That's half the battle, right? So
that's so hard to find, is someone that's willing to do stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember the one time you're like, hey, what, you messaged me, you're like, hey, you want to go do some camera work? We're going to go find Justin Bieber's house or something. I was like, ooh, okay. I'm like, I want to keep my job. It's funny the things that come to your brain when you're like, okay, what happens if I get in trouble? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Like you really have to like, I think the key, like the cool thing is that those lawyers reached out to you. You kind of have like an in. You can be like, hey, so what's the law around this? Like understanding the legality, because sometimes cops or people who own properties will try to like throw one over on you and say, actually, you can be like, no, I know what I'm allowed to do, and I know that I'm allowed to take a giant dump in your toilet right now. So like,
exactly. Yeah, like I feel like things don't usually happen unless you think about it happening. You know?
okay, yikes.
Like when you start focusing on things going bad, then things will usually go bad.
Yeah. So, but if like, I mean, almost if like you react like, oh, I didn't know this was wrong. Like, because like you're really like if you're genuine about it, then people are more believable. Like they're like, oh, he really didn't think this was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm learning too, man. I'm learning. I guess this is like a more self-growth thing. Is understanding your boundaries. I learned that for me and my upbringing, I didn't have a lot of privacy. So in return, I don't see people's boundaries much. And
Okay.
so it's that, and that's what gets incorporated. And it's not a bad thing. Tom Green kind of thrives off of not having boundaries with people.
Yeah, I get that. No, the no boundaries idea. Okay.
But I'm always looking at working on myself, improving, and just like being mindful when stuff comes up and how to process it and move it, and where I want to take this awareness. So yeah, I'm finding balances here and there, but I feel that personal hygiene at some sense. That's not a boundary, it's crossed.
Oh my god.
So it's a thing I'm working on, but in the meantime, it's to figure out how to just do what I'm used to doing.
Your audio is like it sounds like you're slowly running away into a field, and we can slowly stop hearing you. I don't know what's going on over there, but can you hear us? Okay, man.
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine.
Okay. Weird. Why does it always happen with him?
I don't
We
know.
always have weird. Everything was starting off great. Not the.
Then we had to do the bowls. That was my idea.
Yeah. Sorry.
I apologize.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, keep us updated. Like I think we should. I've always enjoyed talking to you, and I hope the feeling's mutual. But let's not do 2 years. Let's keep us updated. And always like most of the people that we do the podcast with, I always check in and like I shout out what's going on, or if it's like, you know what I mean? I'm always keeping up with people. So whatever you got going on, anything new got going on, just send us a message, and we want to keep up, make sure your things are going right. See if those red burritos are coming in, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, keep you posted on that for sure.
So I have one more stupid idea for you. So what we're doing now, we could record it just like this, and we could treat it like a news report, and you could be the eye in the sky, the guy in the field, and then you do that from the open house. So it makes it seem like obviously you do your thing over there, and we shoot it over to you. So like it would actually you might get away with it more because it's like we'll pretend that you're on an actual network, but like call it the ECE or something like that. ECE, ECE live on scene.
And we could do like a clip, be like in a segment.
We'll green screen it so we've got like a whole bunch of like bloop 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 stuff in the back. We'll wear suits. I'll wear a suit. We could do that.
We're like, hey, we're not really a studio, but we got a guy who's gonna do some stuff. And go. Like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
a lot of work. I feel like that's more work for Evan than it is for us.
No, it's not. He's just gonna go do his thing, and we just blab, and we'll say, "Take it away," and then he'll do his thing there, and then we'll shoot it back to us.
Oh, you mean we're gonna use his video?
He would go out in the field and do that live.
Yes.
And then we record us doing the thing, and then we go to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
I can use OBS to do all that. That's easy.
Oh, wow. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
And now your audio's
now
back.
your fucking audio.
Yeah, now your audio's back.
Weird.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, I thought it was
Dude,
a good idea for a second there.
Man, like I say, it's always cool talking to you. I'm glad things are moving well. I'm glad you like. I feel like sometimes people might go on this kind of a journey and like go move somewhere and then find like no success, and be like, nah, I gotta go back home.
Well, there's a lot that could be said with that. It's just like listening to what, like if you're running from something versus if you're like going to something. I guess.
Mm-hmm. But it was like you're saying too, like if you're being positive about it, then positive things will come, right?
Yeah, we could go on a whole segment of
positive
thinking, law of attraction. That's what I'm like so deep into right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does stem from that. It's you create what you think of most.
Yeah, that's our whole vibe, man.
Yeah, that's how I come up with all the stupid shit that comes into my head.
That's like our whole thing. Positive, like this idea that every single day, all the decisions you can make it for a positive way or a negative way. And all of those, you have more of a chance for the way your life is to come out in a more positive way. Obviously, if you have the more of an interaction, but it's if you're in that proper space to make the decision, if you're not like, hijacked emotionally, if your serotonin levels aren't through the roof, like your cortisol, like it's all of these things that can line up to make a decision and to be positive, and it all works together the more you link them. That's just always the way that Ernie and I have always thought, like this idea of being positive, and that's our whole vibe. So
yeah, it's beautiful.
And I definitely think like you channeling that and dispersing it, your thinking and the way that you view things to other people as well is just going to be so
that whole
fucking
group
helpful.
thing, that sounds really interesting, man.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's happening. The first one's happening in 2 weeks.
Sick, dude.
That's awesome.
Well, man, thanks for your time. I know this was last minute. I messaged you a couple days ago. We had to do like a quick one, but you were just like, I was surprised. I was just like, yeah, let's see if he'll do it. And you're like, yeah, let's do it.
I hope you're not sick of our bullshit.
No, it's great.
Good.
I wouldn't even classify it as that. It's a great time hanging out. And I'm glad you guys are down to have a conversation. It's beautiful.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. All right, dude. Well, you be safe. You enjoy your time in BC and your beautiful home, and keep us updated. What's going on, my dude?
And be careful of those black-tailed rattlesnakes that only live in Texas. So
What?
Yeah. You're fucking high as a kite.
I'll show you a photo. Anyway.
Holy shit.
Anyway. All right, man. You take it easy. It's nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you guys. See you
later,
buddy.
dude.
See ya.